Welcome to the How to Write a Book podcast, the show that helps you plan, write, and publish your book, even if you're a beginner or just feel like one. Now, for your host, she's written over a dozen books and helps others bring their books to life. Here she is, Maciel.
Hey y'all, all right. So as you can tell, I have my numbering scheme off yet again. So as I try to adjust the dates and the times, just know that today is November 19th, but this episode number is going to be different. However, it is Nanowrimo Day 19, so in case the other episodes have different dates, oh man, well, at least we're being transparent and we're like, hey, sometimes things happen, but I'm still glad to be here and show up for you all and to be like, all right, you've got this. And sometimes we're going to make mistakes and we're just going to keep moving forward. Yay. I'm sorry that this episode's actually really late. And if you're listening to this, you're like, where have you been, girl? And if you are in Nanowrimo right now and you are sticking through it, holy cow, that is amazing. Way to go. Give yourself all kinds of pats on the back and stuff because that is amazing. And you definitely need to give yourself props. You do. For my project for Nanowrimo, I'm actually editing an old book that has been published a while ago. But honestly, I try to be really candid with you guys. So although I've published and ghostwritten before for others, this year I took on a challenge, which has been the greatest challenge I've ever taken. And so I ended up publishing books. I was just like, wow, I cannot believe I just published that. That was crazy. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, okay, I did that. So I kind of faced my worst fears, which was like putting out like just terrible work. And now I know what that feels like. I'm like, okay, great. Okay, now I'm going to just go back and edit that and feel way better about it. So it's kind of interesting. Sometimes you make a decision and you're like, I've made a bad decision. This is not the way I need to go. But then after a while, you're like, wow, I learned something really important. That was really interesting. I didn't think I was going to learn anything from that. I thought I was going to feel bad about that for a long time. But then you're like, I don't actually. Wow, that was a great learning experience. So I hope that if you're going through something right now and it's hard and difficult, then I'm setting good thoughts your way that it's going to be a really interesting learning experience. It's going to be a lot of growth. And you know what? You're going to end up just an even exponentially more stronger, better, awesome person on the other side. Excuse my grammar for that previous sentence. But this actually brings me to just a thought for today, which is sometimes it's okay to take a break. And when I say a break, I mean sometimes you have been cranking at it and you are exhausted and you're tired and you are kind of at this limit where your well has run a little dry and your creativity is like, oh my gosh, I'm just on the brink. And if you are not having fun at this point, if you're like, I am just grating my skin, then I think it's okay to take a break. Now, this break should not be long. I don't think you should take a break that's more than a day. There should be a day of writing, then you take a break, that's one day, then get back to the writing the next day. Now, that's the kind of the principle that I live by. But sometimes, stuff gets in the way. And it's okay to take a break. And if you take a break and it ends up needing to be longer, then that's okay too, y'all. I was just talking to a couple of my clients and they felt guilty that, they're like, oh, all this is going on and haven't gotten back, the outline is here or the book is at this point, etc. And I'm like, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up because I did that for years. And when I started beating myself up, then I stopped writing because I wasn't feeling good about it. And I was feeling so self-conscious about it. I felt like I just didn't deserve to write because I obviously hadn't honored that practice beforehand. So I'm here to tell you that if you take a break from writing, one, it's okay because sometimes you need a breather. And two, if you have taken a break and it's longer than you wanted, it's okay. Just forgive yourself. And even if you're like, but Masi, I shouldn't forgive myself because it's been so long since I've written. I'm going to tell you this. Okay, what's your guilt doing for you then? What's the outcome, the benefit of this guilt that's making you a better writer? There's not an answer to that. It's not making you a better writer, so let go of the guilt, let go of the shame because you deserve it and you deserve to get back to writing. So let go of that and and embrace your writing with love and compassion, and, just giving yourself that grace that says, hey, all right, stuff happens and now I'm back on the wagon. And that's what it's all about, bro. It's like about getting back up. All right. So y'all, thank you so much for joining me today. A little bit of a different organization today, but I hope you guys liked it. Thank you all. Good luck with your writing. I'll see you on the other side.
Hey there, writer. Thank you for listening to the How to Write a Book podcast with your host, Maciel Valenzuela. If you like the show, we'd be happy if you left a review. For more information on writing and the writer's life, go to www.themaciel.com. That's www.themassiel.com. We'll see you on the other side.